Welcome back to Footnotes and Folly, and to Measure for Measure. I am Pemberton. This is part 2, and the play's dark machinery begins to turn. In the prison, the disguised Duke has steeled Claudio to meet death with courage, but when Isabella brings word of Angelo's foul bargain, the young man's nerve shatters, and he begs his sister to buy his life with her honor. She recoils. Then the friar steps forward with a plan. There is a woman, Mariana, whom Angelo once promised to wed and then cast off. Let her go to him in the dark in Isabella's place, and the deputy's own lust will be turned to justice. But Angelo is treacherous. Even in triumph he orders Claudio's head struck off in spite of the bargain, and the Duke must work a grim sleight of hand to keep an innocent man alive. Let us go on.
In a room in the prison, Duke enters with Claudio and Provost. So then, you hope Lord Angelo will pardon you? The miserable have no medicine except hope. I hope to live, and I am prepared to die. Set your mind firmly on death. Then either death or life will be sweeter to you. Reason with life this way. If I lose you, I lose a thing that only fools would want to keep. You are only a breath, ruled by every influence of the sky, and every hour those influences trouble this body you live in. In truth, you are death's fool, because you work to escape him by running away, yet you are always running toward him. You are not noble, because all the comforts you carry are fed by low things. You are not truly brave, because you fear the soft, tender sting of a poor worm. Your best rest is sleep, and you often seek it, yet you foolishly fear death, which is no more than sleep. You are not yourself, because you exist by feeding on thousands of grains that come out of dust. You are not happy, because you keep striving to get what you do not have, and forget what you already possess. You are not steady, because your body and temper shift strangely with the moon. If you are rich, you are poor, because, like a donkey bent under bars of gold, you only carry your heavy riches for a journey, and death unloads you. You have no friend, because your own children, who call you father, the mere issue of your own body, curse gout, skin disease, and sickness for not ending you sooner. You have neither youth nor age, but only something like an after-dinner sleep, dreaming of both. All your blessed youth grows old and begs help from palsied age, and when you are old and rich, you have neither warmth, desire, strength, nor beauty to make your riches pleasant. What is there in this that deserves the name of life? And yet in this life lie hidden thousands more deaths. Still we fear death, though death makes all these inequalities equal. I humbly thank you. In begging to live, I find I am seeking to die, and in seeking death, I find life. Let it come. Who is there? Peace be here in grace and good company. Who is there? Come in. Such a wish deserves a welcome. Dear sir, before long I will visit you again. Most holy sir, I thank you. Isabella enters. My business is a word or two with Claudio. You are very welcome. Look, sir, here is your sister. Provost, a word with you. As many as you please. Bring me somewhere I can hear them speak while I remain hidden. Duke and Provost leave. Now, sister, what comfort is there? Why, as all comforts are, it is most good indeed. Lord Angelo, having business with heaven, intends you to be his swift ambassador, where you will live as an eternal resident. So make your best preparation quickly. Tomorrow you set out. Is there no remedy? None, except a remedy that, to save a head, would split a heart in two. But is there any remedy? Yes, brother, you may live. There is a devilish mercy in the judge, if you will beg for it, that will free your life but shackle you until death. A lifelong imprisonment? Yes, exactly. A lifelong imprisonment. Even if you had the whole vast world, you would be confined to one fixed limit. But what kind of imprisonment? One that, if you consented to it, would strip the honor from the body you carry and leave you naked. Tell me the point plainly. Oh, I am afraid of you, Claudio, and I tremble in case you would choose a feverish life and value 6 or 7 more winters more than everlasting honor. Do you dare die? The pain of death lies mostly in our fear of it, and the poor beetle we step on suffers as much bodily pain as a giant does when he dies. Why do you shame me like this? Do you think I can take my courage from soft, delicate feelings? If I must die, I will meet darkness as if it were a bride and hold it in my arms. There spoke my brother. There my father's grave gave forth a voice. Yes, you must die. You are too noble to preserve your life by base means. This deputy, who seems saintly on the outside, whose fixed face and measured speech cut down youth at the head and pursue follies as a falcon pursues a bird, is still a devil. If his filth inside were poured out, he would look like a pond as deep as hell. The strict Angelo? Oh, it is the clever uniform of hell to dress and cover the most damned body in strict, precise clothing. Do you think, Claudio, that if I gave him my virginity, you might be freed? Oh heavens, it cannot be. Yes, he would give you freedom from this foul offense, if I offended with him in that way. Tonight is the time when I must do what I hate even to name, or else you die tomorrow. You must not do it. Oh, if it were only my life, I would throw it down to save you as freely as I would throw away a pin. Thanks, dear Isabel. Be ready, Claudio, for your death tomorrow. Yes. Does he have desires in him that can make him mock the law when he himself would force it on others? Surely it is no sin, or if it is one of the deadly 7, it is the least. Which is the least? If it were damnable, then he, being so wise, would never risk eternal punishment for a moment's pleasure. Oh, Isabella, what does my brother say? Death is a fearful thing, and a shamed life is hateful. Yes, but to die, and go we know not where, to lie in cold confinement and rot, for this warm, feeling motion to become a lump of clay, for the joyful spirit to bathe in fiery floods, or live in piercing regions of thick-ribbed ice, to be imprisoned in invisible winds and blown with restless violence around the hanging world, or to be worse than the worst things that lawless and uncertain thought imagines howling. It is too horrible. The weariest and most hated worldly life that age, pain, poverty, and imprisonment can lay on human nature is paradise compared with what we fear in death. Alas, alas! Sweet sister, let me live. Whatever sin you do to save a brother's life, nature excuses the deed so far that it becomes a virtue. Oh, you beast! Oh, faithless coward! Oh, dishonorable wretch! Will you become a man by means of my vice? Is it not a kind of incest to take life from your own sister's shame? What should I think? Heaven protect the thought that my mother was unfaithful to my father, because such a crooked wild branch could never have come from his blood. Take my defiance, die, perish. If my yielding could only delay your fate, it should still go forward. I will pray 1,000 prayers for your death, and not one word to save you. No, hear me, Isabella. Oh, shame, shame, shame! Your sin is not an accident, but a trade. Mercy to you would prove itself a pimp. It is best that you die quickly. She starts to go. Oh, hear me, Isabella. Duke enters, dressed as a friar. Grant me a word, young sister, only one word. What do you want? If you can spare the time, I would like to speak with you soon. The satisfaction I ask for will also benefit you. I have no spare time. My stay here must be stolen from other business. But I will attend you for a while. Son, I have overheard what passed between you and your sister. Angelo never intended to corrupt her. He only tested her virtue, to practice his judgment on different kinds of natures. Since she has true honor in her, she gave him the gracious refusal he is most glad to receive. I am Angelo's confessor, and I know this is true. Therefore prepare yourself for death. Do not steady your mind with hopes that can fail. Tomorrow you must die. Go to your knees and make yourself ready. Let me ask my sister's pardon. I am so out of love with life that I will beg to be rid of it. Hold yourself to that. Farewell. Claudio leaves. Provost enters. Provost, a word with you. What is your will, father? Now that you have come, I ask you to go. Leave me a while with the maid. My mind agrees with my religious habit. She will suffer no harm by being in my company. Very well. Provost leaves. The same hand that made you beautiful also made you good. Goodness that is merely borrowed from beauty does not last long, but grace, being the soul of your outward loveliness, will keep the beauty truly fair forever. By chance I have come to understand the assault Angelo has made against you, and if human weakness did not have so many examples to explain his fall, I would be amazed at Angelo. What will you do to satisfy this deputy and save your brother? I am going now to give him my answer. I would rather have my brother die by the law than have a child of mine be unlawfully conceived. But oh, how badly the good Duke is deceived in Angelo! If he ever returns, and I can speak to him, either I will waste my words completely, or I will expose Angelo's government for what it is. That would not be a bad thing. Yet as matters stand now, he will escape your accusation. He will say he was only testing you. So listen closely to my advice. Because I love doing good, a remedy presents itself. I believe you may, with perfect honesty, do a deserved kindness to a poor wronged lady, rescue your brother from the harsh law, put no stain on your own gracious person, and greatly please the absent Duke, if perhaps he ever returns and hears of this business. Let me hear more. I have courage to do anything that does not appear foul to the truth of my own conscience. Virtue is bold, and goodness is never afraid. Have you not heard of Mariana, the sister of Frederick, the great soldier who was lost at sea? I have heard of the lady, and people spoke well of her name. This Angelo was supposed to marry her. He was bound to her by solemn promise, and the wedding day had been appointed. Between the time of their contract and the day set for the ceremony, her brother Frederick was wrecked at sea, and in that lost ship was the dowry meant for his sister. But notice how heavily this fell on the poor gentlewoman. There she lost a noble and renowned brother, always most kind and truly brotherly in his love toward her. With him she lost the substance and support of her fortune, her marriage portion. And with both, she lost the man already joined to her by promise, this respectable-looking Angelo. Can this be true? Did Angelo abandon her like that? He left her in tears, and did not dry even one of them with comfort. He swallowed his vows whole, pretending that he had found dishonor in her. In short, he handed her over to her own grief, which she still wears for his sake, and he, like marble against her tears, is washed by them but never softened. What a mercy it would be in death to take this poor maid out of the world. What corruption there is in life, that it lets this man go on living. But how can she be of use in this? This is a break that you may easily mend, and the cure of it will not only save your brother, but keep you from dishonor while doing so. This maiden I have named still keeps the strength of her first affection. His unjust cruelty, which by all reason should have put out her love, has instead, like an obstruction in a stream, made it more violent and unruly. Go to Angelo. Answer his demand with believable obedience. Agree to what he asks in full. Only secure these advantages. First, that your stay with him must not be long, that the time must be covered by darkness and silence, and that the place must suit the purpose. Once these things are granted, the rest follows. We will advise this wronged maid to take your appointment and go in your place. If the meeting is later acknowledged, it may force him to make amends to her. By this means, your brother is saved, your honor remains unstained, poor Mariana is helped, and the corrupt deputy is exposed and trapped. I will prepare the maid and make her ready for his attempt. If you think it good to carry this through as you can, the double benefit protects the deception from blame. What do you think of it? The very idea of it already satisfies me, and I trust it will grow into a most fortunate success. Much depends on your carrying it through. Hurry quickly to Angelo. If he asks you to come to his bed tonight, promise him satisfaction. I will go at once to St. Luke's. There at the Moated Grange, this sorrowful Mariana lives. Come to me there, and settle matters with Angelo, so everything may be done quickly. I thank you for this comfort. Farewell, good father. Isabella exits. Elbow enters with Pompey and officers. No, if there is no remedy for it, and you insist on buying and selling men and women like animals, we shall soon have the whole world drinking cheap brown and white wine. Heaven help us, what nonsense is this? The world has never been merry since, of the two kinds of usury, the merrier one was put down, and the worse one was allowed by law to wear a furred gown to keep himself warm, and furred with fox over lambskins too, to show that cunning, being richer than innocence, gets to be the outward trim. Come along, sir. Bless you, good father friar. And you, good brother father. What offense has this man committed against you, sir? Well, sir, he has offended the law, and, sir, we take him to be a thief as well, sir, for we found on him, sir, a strange pick, which we have sent to the deputy. Shame on you, fellow, a pimp, a wicked pimp. The evil you cause others to do is what you live on. Think what it means to fill your belly or clothe your back from such a filthy vice. Say to yourself, from their disgusting and beastly handling, I drink, I eat, I dress myself, and I live. Can you believe that your living is truly life, when it depends on something so foul? Reform, reform. Indeed it does smell in some ways, sir. But still, sir, I would prove. No. If the devil has given you arguments for sin, you will prove yourself his. Take him to prison, officer. Correction and instruction must both work on him before this crude beast will improve. He must go before the deputy, sir. The deputy has ordered him summoned. The deputy cannot endure a whoremaster. If he is a whoremonger and comes before him, he may as well go a mile on that errand. Would that we were all, as some people seem to be, as free from our faults as our faults are free from seeming so. His neck will come down to your waist, a rope, sir. Lucio enters. I see comfort. I call for bail. Here is a gentleman, and a friend of mine. How now, noble Pompey? What, are you at Caesar's wheels? Are you being led in triumph? What are none of Pygmalion's images, newly made women, to be had now for putting your hand in your pocket and pulling it out clenched? What answer, ha? What do you say to this tune, this matter, and this method? Has it not been drowned in the last rain, ha? What do you say, old trotter? Is the world as it was, man? Which way is it going? Is it sad and short of words? Or how? What is the trick of it? Still like this, and like this, still worse. How is my dear little morsel, your mistress? Does she still procure, ha? Truly, sir, she has eaten up all her beef, and now she herself is in the sweating tub. Why, that is good. That is the proper way of it. It must be so. Always your fresh whore and your salted old bawd. The consequence cannot be avoided. It must be so. Are you going to prison, Pompey? Yes, truly, sir. Why, that is not amiss, Pompey. Farewell. Go and say I sent you there. Is it for debt, Pompey? Or how? For being a bawd, for being a bawd. Well then, imprison him. If prison is what a bawd deserves, then it is his right. He is a bawd, no doubt, and an ancient one too. Born a bawd. Farewell, good Pompey. Remember me to the prison, Pompey. You will turn into a good housekeeper now, Pompey. You will keep the house. I hope, sir, your good worship will be my bail. No, indeed, Pompey, I will not. That is not the fashion. I will pray, Pompey, to increase your bondage. If you do not take it patiently, then your spirit is the stronger. Farewell, trusty Pompey. Bless you, friar. And you. Does Bridget still paint her face, Pompey, ha? Come along, sir, come. You will not bail me then, sir? Not then, Pompey, nor now. What news abroad, friar? What news? Come along, sir, come. Go to your kennel, Pompey, go. Elbow Pompey, and the officers leave. What news, friar, of the Duke? I know none. Can you tell me any? Some say he is with the Emperor of Russia. Others say he is in Rome. But where do you think he is? I do not know where, but wherever he is, I wish him well. It was a mad, fantastical trick of his to steal away from the state and take up a beggary he was never born to. Lord Angelo plays the Duke well in his absence. He lays hard hands on transgression. He does well in that. A little more mercy toward lechery would do him no harm. He is rather too sour that way, friar. It is too common a vice, and severity must cure it. Yes, in good truth, the vice has a large family, it is well connected. But it is impossible to root it out completely, friar, until eating and drinking are abolished. They say this Angelo was not made by man and woman in the ordinary direct way of creation. Do you think that is true? How else would he have been made then? Some report that a mermaid spawned him, some that he was begotten between two dried fish. But it is certain that when he urinates his urine is frozen ice, that I know to be true. And he is a puppet with no power to beget, that is infallible. You are amusing, sir, and you speak quickly. Why, what a merciless thing this is in him, for the rebellion of a man's codpiece, to take away his life. Would the absent Duke have done this? Before he would have hanged a man for getting 100 bastards, he would have paid to nurse 1,000. He had some feeling for the sport, he knew the service, and that taught him mercy. I never heard the absent Duke much accused in matters of women. He was not inclined that way. Oh, sir, you are deceived. That is not possible. Who, not the Duke? Yes, even with your 50-year-old beggar, and his habit was to put a ducat in her begging bowl. The Duke had whims in him. He would get drunk too, let me tell you that. Surely you wrong him. Sir, I was one of his intimates. The Duke was a shy fellow, and I believe I know the reason he withdrew. What I pray you might the reason be? No, pardon me? It is a secret that must be locked behind teeth and lips. It is much I can let you understand. The greater number of the people held the Duke to be wise. Wise? Why, there is no question that he was. A very shallow, ignorant, thoughtless fellow. Either this is envy in you, or foolishness, or misunderstanding. The whole current of his life, and the affairs he has steered must, when fairly required, proclaim him far better than that. Let him be judged only by what he has produced, and even to the envious he will appear a scholar, a statesman, and a soldier. Therefore you speak without skill. Or, if you know more than you show, your knowledge is deeply darkened by your malice. Sir, I know him, and I love him. Love speaks with better knowledge, and knowledge with dearer love. Come, sir, I know what I know. I can hardly believe that, since you do not know what you are saying. But if ever the Duke returns, as our prayers hope he may, let me ask you to answer for this before him. If what you have spoken is honest, you will have the courage to maintain it. I am bound to call on you for that, and I pray you, what is your name? Sir, my name is Lucio, well known to the Duke. He shall know you better, sir, if I live to report you. I do not fear you. Oh, you hope the Duke will never return, or you imagine I am too harmless an opponent. But indeed, I can do you little harm. You will deny all this again. I will be hanged first. You are deceived in me, friar. But no more of this. Can you tell whether Claudio dies tomorrow or not? Why should he die, sir? Why? For filling a bottle with a funnel. I wish the Duke we have been talking about would come back again. This gelded deputy will empty the province of people by forcing everyone into continence. Sparrows will not be allowed to build under his roof, because they are lustful. The Duke, at least, would have answered dark deeds in the dark. He would never have dragged them into the light. I wish he were back. Well, Claudio is condemned for taking down his breeches. Farewell, good friar, I beg you, pray for me. The Duke, I tell you again, would eat mutton on Fridays. He is past that now, and yet, I tell you, he would kiss a beggar woman even if she smelled of brown bread and garlic. Say I said so. Farewell. Lucio exits. No power or greatness in mortal life can escape judgment. Slander wounds from behind and strikes even the purest virtue. What king is strong enough to lock up the bitterness in a slanderous tongue? But who comes here? Escalus enters with the provost and officers, bringing Mistress Overdone a bawd. Go. Take her away to prison. Good my lord, be good to me. Your honor is known as a merciful man, good my lord. You have been warned twice and 3 times over, and still you offend in the same way. This would make Mercy swear an oath and turn tyrant. She has been a bawd for 11 years without stopping, if it please your honor. My lord, this comes from information given against me by one Lucio. Mistress Kate Keepdown was pregnant by him in the Duke's time. He promised to marry her. His child will be 1 year and a quarter old by Philip and Jacob's day. I have kept the child myself, and see how he now tries to ruin me. That fellow is a man who takes far too much freedom. Have him summoned before us. Take her away to prison. Come, no more words. The officers leave with bawd. Provost, my brother Angelo will not be moved. Claudio must die tomorrow. See that he is provided with holy men, and given every charitable preparation. If my brother were guided by my pity, it would not go so with him. If it please you, this friar has been with him, and has advised him how to receive death. Good evening, good father. Blessing and goodness be upon you. Where are you from? Not from this country, though chance now makes me use it for a time. I am a brother of a gracious order, lately come from the Holy See on special business from His Holiness. What news is there abroad in the world? None, except that goodness is so fevered that only its breaking up can cure it. Novelty is all anyone wants, and it is thought as dangerous to be old and settled in any course as it is virtuous to be constant in any undertaking. There is scarcely enough truth alive to make society safe, but there is enough false confidence to make fellowship cursed. Much of the world's wisdom runs on this riddle. This news is old enough, and yet it is every day's news. I pray you, sir, what kind of man was the Duke? one who, above all other contests, especially strove to know himself. What pleasures was he given to? He took more joy in seeing another person merry than in anything that claimed to make him merry himself. He was a gentleman of complete moderation. But let us leave him to his fortunes, with a prayer that they may prove prosperous, and let me ask how you find Claudio prepared. I am told you have visited him. He says he has received no unjust measure from his judge, and most willingly humbles himself to the decision of justice. Yet, taught by his weakness, he had shaped for himself many deceptive promises of life. With the time I have made him disbelieve them, and now he is resolved to die. You have performed your duty to heaven, and paid the prisoner the very debt of your calling. I have labored for the poor gentleman as far as modesty would allow, but I have found my brother judge so severe that he forced me to tell him he is indeed justice itself. If his own life matches the strictness of his proceedings, that strictness will become him well. But if he should fail in that, he has sentenced himself. I am going to visit the prisoner. Farewell. Peace be with you. Escalus and the provost exit. Whoever carries the sword of heaven should be as holy as he is severe. He should make himself the pattern, knowing how grace should stand and virtue should move. He should give no more and no less to others than he would weigh out by measuring his own offenses. Shame on the man whose cruel blow kills others for faults he himself enjoys. Sixfold shame on Angelo, who cuts down my vice while letting his own grow. Oh, what may a man hide inside himself, though he looks like an angel on the outside? How can one likeness, formed in crimes, work upon the times, and with weak spiders' threads draw on the heaviest and most solid things? I must use craft against vice. Tonight Angelo shall lay with his old betrothed, whom he has despised. So disguise, working through one disguised, shall pay false demands with falsehood and fulfill an old contract. Duke exits. Mariana and a boy enter. The boy sings, "Take away those lips that swore so sweetly and then broke their vows. Take away those eyes, bright as daybreak, lights that mislead the morning. But bring back my kisses, bring them back. They were seals of love, though sealed in vain, sealed in vain." Duke enters disguised as a friar. "Stop your song and hurry away quickly. Here comes a man who brings comfort. His advice has often quieted my restless grief." The boy exits. "I beg your pardon, sir. I wish you had not found me here with music. Let me excuse myself, and believe me when I say that my cheerfulness pleased my sorrow more than it pleased me. That is well. Music often has such power that it can make bad things seem good, and make good things stir toward harm. Please tell me, has anyone asked for me here today? I promised to meet someone here at about this time. No one has asked for you. I have been sitting here all day." Isabella enters. "I fully believe you. Time has come now. I must ask you to leave us alone for a little while. Perhaps I will call for you shortly, for something that may benefit you. I am always obliged to you." Mariana exits. "You are very well met and welcome. What news is there from this good deputy?" "He has a garden enclosed all around with brick. On its western side there is a vineyard behind it, and into that vineyard there is a boarded gate that opens with this larger key. This other key opens a little door that leads from the vineyard into the garden. I have promised to come to him there at the heavy middle of the night. But are you sure you can find the way?" I took careful and cautious note of it. Whispering with guilty care, and behaving as if he were teaching me every step, he showed me the way twice over. "Are there no other signs agreed between you about how she is to act?" "No, none, except that she must come in the dark. I have also made him understand that I can stay only briefly, because I told him I have a servant coming with me who waits for me, and who believes I am coming about my brother. That is well maintained. I have not yet told Mariana a word of this. Hello within there. Come out." Mariana enters. "Please become acquainted with this maid. She comes to do you good. I desire the same for her. Do you believe that I care for your welfare? Good friar, I know you do, and I have found it true. Then take this companion of yours by the hand. She has a story ready for your ear. I will wait for your convenience, but make haste. The misty night is coming on. Will it please you to walk aside?" Mariana and Isabella exit together. O rank and greatness, millions of false eyes are fixed on you. Endless reports run on with those false eyes, making the most contradictory inquiries into everything you do. Thousands of clever guesses make you the father of their idle dreams, and they torture you in their imaginations. Mariana and Isabella enter again. "Welcome. What have you agreed?" "She will undertake the task, father, if you advise it. It is not only my advice, but also my request. When you leave him, you need say very little, only softly and quietly, 'Remember now my brother. Do not fear for me.' And you, gentle daughter, do not fear at all. He is your husband by a prior contract. To bring you together in this way is no sin, since the justice of your claim to him gives honor to the deception. Come, let us go. Our grain is ready to reap, though our tithe is still to be sown." They all exit. Provost enters with Pompey in a room in the prison. "Come here, fellow. Can you cut off a man's head?" "If the man is a bachelor, sir, I can. But if he is a married man, he is his wife's head, and I can never cut off a woman's head. Come, sir, leave off your scraps of wit and give me a straight answer. Tomorrow morning Claudio and Barnardine are to die. We have a public executioner here in the prison, and he lacks an assistant for his work. If you will take it on yourself to help him, it will free you from your shackles. If not, you shall serve your full term in prison, and be released with a whipping no one will pity, for you have been a notorious bawd. Sir, I have been an unlawful bawd as long as anyone can remember, but I will be content to become a lawful hangman. I would be glad to receive some instruction from my fellow partner. Ho there, a porson. Where is a porson? A porson enters. Did you call, sir? Fellow, here is a man who will help you tomorrow in your execution. If you think it suitable, make an agreement with him by the year and let him stay here with you. If not, use him for the present need and then dismiss him. He cannot claim any high standing with you. He has been a bawd. A bawd, sir? Shame on him. He will bring disgrace on our profession. Go on, sir. You weigh the same. A feather would turn the scale between you. Provost exits. Please, sir, by your good favor, and surely, sir, you have a good face except that it has a hanging look. Do you call your occupation a profession? Yes, sir, a profession. Painting, sir, I have heard, is a profession. And whores, sir, being members of my occupation and using painting, prove that my occupation is a profession. But what profession there should be in hanging, if I were to be hanged, I cannot imagine. Sir, it is a profession. Prove it. Every honest man's clothes fit a thief. If they are too small for the thief, the honest man thinks they are large enough. If they are too large for the thief thinks they are small enough. So every honest man's clothes fit a thief. Provost enters again. Have you come to an agreement? Sir, I will serve him, for I find that your hangman has a more penitent trade than your bawd. He asks forgiveness more often. You fellow, have your block and your axe ready tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Come on, bawd. I will teach you my trade. Follow me. I do want to learn, sir, and I hope, if you ever have reason to use me for your own turn, you will find me ready. Truly, sir, for your kindness I owe you a good turn. Call Barnardine and Claudio here. A porson and Pompey exit. One of them has my pity, not one bit the other, for he is a murderer, even if he were my brother. Claudio enters. Look, Claudio, here is the warrant for your death. It is now dead midnight, and by 8 tomorrow you must be made immortal. Where is Barnardine? Locked as deeply in sleep as innocent labor, when it lies heavy in the bones of a traveler. He will not wake. Who can do any good with him? Well, go and prepare yourself. But listen, what noise is that? Heaven give comfort to your spirit. Claudio exits. There is knocking within. Coming. I hope it is some pardon or reprieve for the gentle Claudio. Duke enters. Welcome, father. May the best and healthiest spirits of the night surround you, good provost. Who has called here lately? No one since the curfew rang. Not Isabella? No. Then they will before long. What comfort is there for Claudio? There is some in hope. The deputy is a bitter man. No, no. His life runs exactly parallel with the measure and line of his strict justice. By holy self-denial, he subdues in himself the very desires that he uses his power to restrain in others. If he were stained with the same fault he corrects, then he would be a tyrant. But since that is not so, he is just. There is knocking within. Provost goes to the door. Now they have come. This is a gentle provost. It is rare for the hardened jailer to be a friend to men. What now? What noise is that? Feared making that haste must be possessed, to strike the unresisting prison door with such blows. Provost returns. He must wait there until the officer gets up to let him in. The officer has been called. Have you received no order yet to stop Claudio's execution, so that he still must die tomorrow? None, sir, none. As near dawn as it is, provost, you will hear more before morning. Perhaps you know something, yet I believe no counterman will come. We have no precedent for such a thing. Besides, from the very seat of justice, Lord Angelo has publicly declared the opposite. A messenger enters. This is his lordship's man. And here comes Claudio's pardon. My lord has sent you this note, and through me this further command. Do not depart from the smallest article of it in time, matter, or any other circumstance. Good morning, for I take it that it is almost day. I shall obey him. Messenger exits. This is his pardon, bought by the very sin for which the pardoner himself is guilty. This is why offense moves so quickly when it is carried by high authority. When vice creates mercy, mercy is stretched so far that, out of love for the fault, the offender is befriended. Now, sir, what news? I told you, Lord Angelo, perhaps thinking I am negligent in my office, wakes me with this unusual urgency. It seems strange to me, for he has not done this before. Please let us hear it. Whatever you may hear to the contrary, let Claudio be executed by 4 o'clock and Barnardine in the afternoon. For my better satisfaction, have Claudio's head sent to me by 5. See that this is exactly performed, remembering that more depends on it than we can yet disclose. Do not fail to do your office, as you will answer for it at your peril. What do you say to this, sir? Who is this Barnardine, who is to be executed in the afternoon? A Bohemian by birth, but raised and brought up here, a man who has been a prisoner for 9 years. How did it happen that the absent Duke neither released him nor executed him? I have heard it was always his practice to do one or the other. His friends kept obtaining reprieves for him. And in truth, until Lord Angelo's government, his crime had not been proved beyond doubt. Is it clear now? Most clear, and not denied by the man himself. Has he behaved repentantly in prison? How does he seem affected by his condition? He is a man who fears death no more than a drunken sleep, careless, reckless, and afraid of nothing past, present, or to come, insensible to mortality and desperately mortal. He needs counsel. He will listen to none. He has always had the freedom of the prison. If you gave him permission to escape, he would not. He is drunk many times a day, if not for many entire days at a time. Very often we have woken him as if to carry him to execution, and shown him what looked like a warrant for it. It has not moved him at all. More of him soon. Provost, honesty and firmness are written on your brow. If I do not rate it truly, then my old skill deceives me. But in confidence of my judgment, I will put myself in danger. Claudio, whom you have a warrant here to execute, is no more guilty before the law than Angelo, who sentenced him. To make you understand this through visible proof, I ask only 4 days' delay. For that, you must do me both an immediate and a dangerous kindness. Please, sir, in what? In delaying death. Alas, how can I do it? The hour is set, and I have an express command, under penalty, to deliver his head in Angelo's sight. If I cross this in the smallest point, I may make my own case like Claudio's. By the vow of my order, I guarantee you safety, if my instructions may guide you. Let this Barnardine be executed this morning, and let his head be carried to Angelo. Angelo has seen them both, and will notice the difference in the face. Oh, death is a great disguiser, and you may add to it. Shave the head and tie up the beard, and say it was the penitent man's wish to be stripped so before his death. You know that this is commonly done. If anything falls on you for this beyond thanks and good fortune, by the saint I serve, I will defend you against it with my life. Pardon me, good father, it is against my oath. Were you sworn to the Duke or to the deputy? To him and to his substitutes. Would you think you had committed no offense if the Duke confirmed that your action was just? But what likelihood is there of that? Not likelihood, but certainty. Yet since I see you are afraid, and that neither my habit, my integrity, nor my persuasion can easily move you, I will go further than I meant, to pull all fear out of you. Look here, sir, this is the Duke's hand and seal. You know the handwriting, I do not doubt, and the signet is not unfamiliar to you. I know them both. The contents announce the Duke's return. You may read it over soon at your pleasure, and there you will find that within these 2 days he will be here. This is something Angelo does not know, for this very day he receives letters of a strange kind, perhaps saying the Duke is dead, perhaps that he has entered some monastery, but by chance, nothing of what is written here. Look, the morning star opening in the sky calls up the shepherd. Do not bewilder yourself over how these things can be. All difficulties are easy once they are known. Call your executioner, and cut off Barnardine's head. I will give him an immediate confession and prepare him for a better place. You are still amazed, but this will fully resolve you. Come away, it is almost full dawn. They exit. Pompey enters. I know this place as well as I knew our house of business. You would think it was Mistress Overdone's own house, because so many of her old customers are here. First, here is young Master Rash. He is imprisoned over a deal for brown paper and old ginger worth 17 pounds, out of which he turned 5 marks into ready cash. To be sure, ginger was not much in demand then, since all the old women were dead. Then there is Master Caper, sued by Master 3 Pile the mercer over some 4 suits of peach-colored satin, which has now made him a beggar. Then we have young Dizzy, and young Master Deep, and Master Copperspore, and Master Starve Lackey, the rapier, and Dagger Man, and young Drop Hair, who killed Strong Pudding, and Master Forthright the jouster, and brave Master Shootai the great traveller, and Wild Half Can, who stabbed Potts, and I think 40 more, all great workers in our trade, who are now begging for the Lord's sake. A person enters. Fellow, bring Barnardine here. Master Barnardine. You must get up and be hanged, Master Barnardine. Ho there, Barnardine. A plague on your throats! Who is making that noise there? Who are you? Your friends, sir, the hangman. You must be so kind, sir, as to get up and be put to death. Go away, you rogue, go away. I am sleepy. Tell him he must wake up, and quickly too. Please, Master Barnardine, stay awake until you are executed, and sleep afterward. Go into him and bring him out. He is coming, sir, he is coming. I hear his straw rustling. Barnardine enters. Is the axe on the block, fellow? Quite ready, sir. Well now, Aborson, what news do you have? Truly, sir, I would advise you to get into your prayers because, look you, the warrant has come. You rogue, I have been drinking all night. I am not ready for it. Oh, all the better, sir. A man who drinks all night and is hanged early in the morning may sleep more soundly all the next day. The Duke enters. Look, sir, here comes your spiritual father. Do you think we are joking now? Sir, moved by charity, and hearing how quickly you must leave this life, I have come to advise you, comfort you, and pray with you. Friar, not me. I have been drinking hard all night, and I will have more time to prepare myself, or they can beat my brains out with firewood. I will not agree to die today, that is certain. Oh, sir, you must, and therefore I beg you think ahead to the journey you are about to take. I swear I will not die today, no matter who tries to persuade me. But listen to me. Not a word. If you have anything to say to me, come to my cell, because I am not leaving it today. Barnardine exits. Unfit to live or die. Oh, stony heart. Go after him, fellows. Bring him to the block. A Porson and Pompey exit. The provost enters. Now, sir, how do you find the prisoner? A man unprepared, unfit for death, and to send him out of the world in the state of mind he is in would be damnable. Here in the prison, father, a man named Recoils died this morning of a violent fever. He was a most notorious pirate, a man of Claudio's age. His beard and hair are exactly Claudio's color. What if we delay this condemned man until he is better disposed, and satisfy the deputy with Recoils' face, since it is more like Claudio's? Oh, this is an accident heaven provides. Do it at once. The hour set by Angelo is drawing near. See that this is done, and sent according to his command, while I persuade this rough wretch to die willingly. This shall be done at once, good father. But Barnardine must die this afternoon, and how shall we keep Claudio hidden, to save me from the danger that might come if he were known to be alive? Do this, put them both in secret cells, Barnardine and Claudio. Before the sun has twice made its daily greeting to the people over there, you will find your safety made plain. I am completely at your service. Quickly, make haste, and send the head to Angelo. The provost exits. Now I will write letters to Angelo. The provost shall carry them, and their contents will tell him that I am close to home, and that I am under strict orders to enter the city publicly. I will ask him to meet me at the consecrated fountain, a league below the city, and from there, by cool stages and carefully balanced ceremony, we shall proceed with Angelo. The provost enters. Here is the head. I will carry it myself. That is fitting. Return quickly, because I want to speak with you about matters that should be heard by no ears but yours. I will make all speed. The provost exits. He's there. Is anyone here? That is Isabella's voice. She has come to learn whether her brother's pardon has arrived here yet. But I will keep her ignorant of her good fortune, so that heavenly comfort may come out of despair when it is least expected. Isabella enters. Oh, by your leave. Good morning to you, fair and gracious daughter. It is made better by being given to me by so holy a man. Has the deputy sent my brother's pardon yet? He has released him, Isabel, from the world. His head is off and sent to Angelo. No, but it is not so. It is nothing else. Show your wisdom, daughter, by keeping patient in silence. Oh, I will go to him and tear out his eyes. You will not be allowed to see him. Unhappy Claudio. Wretched Isabel. Cruel world. Most damned Angelo. This neither helps him, nor benefits you in the least. So restrain yourself, give your cause to heaven. Pay attention to what I say, and you will find every syllable of it faithfully true. The Duke comes home tomorrow. No, dry your eyes. One of our convent, who is also his confessor, gives me this report. He has already carried notice to Escalus and Angelo, who are preparing to meet him at the gates, and they give up their authority. If you can guide your wisdom along the good path where I would have it go, you shall have your full charge against this wretch, the Duke's favor, revenge to satisfy your heart, and public honor. I will be guided by you. Then give this letter to Friar Peter. It is the one he sent me about the Duke's return. Say that by this token I ask for his company at Mariana's house tonight. I will make him fully understand both her cause and yours, and he shall bring you before the Duke, and there, to Angelo's face, accuse him fully and directly. As for my poor self, I am bound by a sacred vow and must be absent. Go with this letter. Command these troubled tears to leave your eyes and go with a lighter heart. Do not trust my holy order if I turn your course wrong. Who is here? Lucio enters. Good evening. Friar, where is the provost? Not inside, sir. Oh, pretty Isabella, my heart goes pale to see your eyes so red. You must be patient. I am forced to dine and sup on water and bran. I dare not, for my head's sake, fill my belly. One fertile meal would get me into trouble. But they say the Duke will be here tomorrow. By my faith, Isabel, I loved your brother. If that old fantastical Duke of Dark Corners had been at home, he would have lived. Isabella exits. Sir, the Duke owes very little gratitude to your reports of him, but the best thing is, he does not live in them. Friar, you do not know the Duke as well as I do. He is a better hunter of women than you take him for. Well, you will answer for this one day. Farewell. No, stay, I will go along with you. I can tell you pretty stories about the Duke. You have already told me too many about him, sir. If they are true, if they are not true, none would have been enough. I was once brought before him for getting a woman with child. Did you do such a thing? Yes, indeed I did, but I had to swear I had not. Otherwise they would have married me to that rotten meddler. Sir, your company is better looking than honest. Rest well. By my faith, I will go with you to the lane's end. If bawdy talk offends you, we will have very little of it. No, friar, I am a kind of burr. I will stick to you. They exit. Angelo and Escalus enter a room in Angelo's house. Every letter he has written contradicts the others, in the most uneven and confused way. His actions look very much like madness. I pray heaven his judgment has not been damaged. And why are we to meet him at the gates and hand our offices back to him there? I cannot guess. And why should we announce, an hour before he enters, that if anyone wants redress for injustice, they should present their petitions in the street? He gives his reason for that, to get complaints dealt with quickly, and to free us from schemes later on, which will then have no power to stand against us. Well, I beg you, had it proclaimed. Early in the morning I will call for you at your house. Notify the men of rank and position who are supposed to meet him. I shall, sir. Fare you well. Escalus exits. Good night. This deed completely distorts me. It makes me incapable and dull in every business. A maiden dishonored, and by a man of high authority who enforced the law against that very sin. If her tender shame did not keep her from proclaiming the loss of her virginity, how she could accuse me. Yet reason dares her to say no such thing, because my authority carries such believable weight that no private scandal can touch me without destroying the person who speaks it. He should have lived, except that his reckless youth, with dangerous understanding, might in time have taken revenge, after receiving his dishonored life as ransom for so much shame. Still, I wish he had lived. Alas, once we forget our grace, nothing goes right. We want one thing, and we do not want it. Angelo exits. In fields outside the town, the Duke enters in his own clothing with Friar Peter. Deliver these letters to me at the proper time. The Provost knows our purpose and our plan. Since the matter is now under way, keep to your instructions, and always hold to our special aim, though at times you may shift from one point to another as the situation requires. Go to Flavius's house, and tell him where I am waiting. Give the same notice to Valentius, Roland, and Crassus, and tell them to bring the trumpets to the gate. But send Flavius to me first. It shall be carried out promptly. Friar Peter exits. Varius enters. I thank you, Varius. You have made good haste. Come, we will walk. Other friends of ours will greet us here shortly. My gentle Varius. They exit. In the street near the city gate, Isabella and Mariana enter. I am reluctant to speak so indirectly. I would rather tell the truth, but accusing him in that way is your part. Still, I have been advised to do it. He says it is to disguise the full purpose. Be guided by him. Besides, he tells me that if by chance he speaks against me on the opposing side, I should not think it strange, because it is a bitter medicine meant to bring a sweet result. I wish Friar Peter. Friar Peter enters. O peace, the friar has come. Come, I have found you a place to stand that is most suitable, where you will have such an advantage over the Duke that he cannot pass you by. The trumpets have sounded twice. The noble and most serious citizens have taken their places at the gates, and the Duke is very near entering. So come away from here at once. They exit.
And there we pause again, with every thread drawn taut for the reckoning. The bed trick is done. Mariana has met Angelo in Isabella's stead. Angelo, faithless to the end, sent the order for Claudio's death, and would have had his head but for the lucky death that morning of a pirate so like him that the headsman's work could be hidden. Claudio lives, secretly Isabella, by the Duke's design, believes him slain, that her grief may strike the truer when the trap is sprung. The friar throws off the prison and prepares to become a duke again. Next time, in part 3 in the homecoming, the public accusation, the unhooding, and the long question this whole play has been asking: when a judge has earned death, what shall mercy do? Mind the footnotes, and beware the folly.